Good morning, everyone. It's Rachel here, and I'm going to work on my block for my page, my block, whatever you like to call it, for month 5. Can you believe that? So all I've done here is a little bit of seed stitch just in the light part of that fabric, and I think that's all I'm going to do there. And then here I'm going to running stitch down the edges, so I'll just do a little bit of that with you. And I'm going to bring this red up here as well and just do a running stitch around there, around that piece. So it's going to kind of create the grid pattern. I'm using like a raspberry sort of red, but I'm going to this is not straight, so I'm just going to follow along on the lace. And then I'll just do a couple of rows and then I'll pause it and finish that off, and then I'll come back. So how is everyone today? I hope you're well. And then at the end of the video, we'll work on the composition, I think. Okay, so I'll just end that off. So I did trim off the excess and I folded that over, and I think I like that look. I'm going to leave that folded over. So I'll just go along and stitch that down, or leave it when I stitch it to my page even. Oh, helps if you put a knot. So I can't believe some of you ladies have already finished your page for the month. Just so fast. Beautiful, beautiful birds about. So there were some people have said, or a couple have said, oh, I can't draw. You know, there are plenty of sources of a simple bird shape out and about, even in drawing or colouring in books. Go on Pinterest and just get a clip out of a bird and, you know, just the outline, and then, you know, get the outline shape and then make it your own sort of thing. So there are ways. I can't remember who it was. You know, you could print a bird on fabric and then embroider it. Someone did that. So, or stamp a bird and embroider it if you've got one big enough to your liking. So there's plenty of possibilities to be able to put a bird on your project. Okay, so that's the first strand done. Now I'm going to, yep, I like that. I'm going to go across here and here, there and there, down there, and that will nearly be it, really. So I'll do that off camera, and I'm going to running stitch around there as well, and then I will be back. I was thinking, rather than boxing this in, which is very would be very expected, I'm going to do a couple of rows of running stitch that just tangle. I'll show you what I did down. I finished the other bit. It was pretty quick. I'll show you that in a second. I'm just going to get this done. So it's going to go across off the piece. We'll flip it round and come back the other way. Loving the colours. well, it's meant to be favourite colour. My favourite is blue, obviously, and then this is like a favourite colour combination. I might come across a little bit further, just I don't want it to be even. And then, let me think, I might do one coming down there now, so that'll be 3, but like not 3 in the same direction. Does that make sense? Oh, it's a bit thick there. Remember, you are going through many layers. It's not friendly to your hands. It's not your hand's best friend. Let's say that. And just come down a little bit. And there we go. Okay, I think that's enough of that colour. Let's have a look. Put that over there. Okay, so that's that bit there. And then down here, you can see that. I love the wonkiness. And I'm wondering, do I want to do a bit of cantha stitching on there? I'm not sure. I'm going to decide that afterwards. So I'm going to zoom you out a little bit. It's not zoom you, I've lowered the arm. I'm going to lift you a little bit just because we're going to play around with the composition. Okay, put that pin up over there. So I kind of know my composition, what I want to do. I had to work it out because otherwise I wasn't quite sure, and we would have been here for hours because it took me a really long time. So I wanted to use, I'll just show you all my choices. I did like this one. I cut out some embroideries and I wanted to, let's just put, you need to see the whole thing. Just bring it up a bit higher. There we go. So I did like this one, but then I also liked this one, but this one covered up too much. I didn't want to cover up, you know, too much of everything. So I discarded that. I had 2 bird choices there. They're just leftovers. We'll talk about the birds in a sec. I had this one, but I sort of discarded that one as well. Then I had this choice here, and I didn't like the colours. So you can see it took me a long time. I had to cut them out. I had to go through all the, I didn't mind that one, but I don't love the composition. And then I think we already looked at that one there. Oh no, here it is. This one was a choice as well, but I didn't like the way that it was straight up sort of thing. So I did end up choosing, I think, although I could change my mind, we'll just lay it down, this one. Now this was part of this big thing here, and I cut them. They were actually all attached to this. I've cut out the fabrics, but they were like this. It was really big like that. So then I cut it. And I didn't take a photograph of how I sat them down, but I put that there. I recomposed it all. Put that there, have that one coming down lower. Like that. And then this one. So I can still see bits of my background. It's not covering everything up, so that's going to go there. And then I did think I might have that going there, but that is covering up a lot. And I really didn't want to cover up too much. So I could put it like that, but then I just really don't want to cover up that. We'll decide that afterwards, but I did like this. Did I have it more? I think I had it more over here. And down a bit. So that's what I'm sort of deciding. Oops, that's not quite right. there, all at different heights. Or I can spread it out. I don't know. We'll play around. I'm going to pin it. Look at that pin. Do you think that's a good one? Stick that in my basket. It's no good. Because I've got to see, I think this one for me, it's still too high. I didn't want it to be so regular though, then it's like sort of similar to the other one. But anyway, we'll see. I may trim away a little bit more, I don't know. I was just careful because I've got to stitch it down. So I could trim around there and all those bits I'll trim out a bit more. But this is my bird. You're going to die when you see the colour. Is this my bird? No, this is not my bird. I had two choices of birds, so I cut them out. This is like this. You can get this at Spotlight. It's making templates. It's a thick plastic for making templates. And I decided that I like this kind of acidy sort of yellow, mustardy acidy yellow with the blues. I did buy this many years ago. The lady doesn't sell anymore. I think she became unwell, and I don't know what happened to her. She was closing up her store. It was not Etsy. It was a website that I used to, and I bought a whole lot, and I hoard it. So I think I preferred this side of it. So what I did was I flipped it over, and then you've got to, if you want your bird to face that way, you've got to reverse it, draw it, and then you cut it out, and then your bird will be that way. Okay, so that's what I did. So I had this bird or I had this bird, and I chose this one, I think. I felt like this one fit my composition better, and I'm going to have it just sort of sitting there, I think. Methinks. I think this needs to come down. I think I'm going to have that down a bit further. So let's just sort this mess out here. I'm going to cut out a little bit more from this one. Let's just do it now. I know you're probably all freaking out thinking, goodness gracious, what is that colour? But I have a vision. Well, it's only a vague vision, and it could possibly not work to my vision, but we need to give it a go. I want to bring that down just when I'm losing some of my leafy bits, aren't I? It doesn't matter. Put that one there. Okay, let's repin these. I need to trim a bit more out of that one as well. And it's okay for them to overlap. I could decide when I'm stitching them down to needle turn it a little bit even, just to get rid of some of the white, and I think I might do that, in which case I'll show you how to do that. It's not for the faint-hearted, needle turning. Lots of people don't like it, including my mum doesn't like to needle turn. I don't mind it at all. So it just depends. Okay, I'll just undo this. Put that one back in. That's it. So I wanted to do less, you know, sort of floral embroidery this week, because we've done a lot of that, and have more. I want to focus more on my bird. I'm going to put my bird there. I'll have some little feet there. I probably won't have anything there. I'm just going to leave it. Yeah, I preferred that bird to that one. Yeah, I do, as a shape. So put that there. And then my next thought was, well, I was going to put this there, but I might trim it down further and then put that maybe without the orange, or just put the orange in there. Yeah, we'll look at that afterwards. Oh, I wanted to show you this. That would have been that one. I did like that one as well. But I think I'll go, I thought I'd just stick with the blues. So this is my bird. I'll pin my bird here. Just playing around with the composition. And I've been inspired, so it's not her shaped bird, but I've been inspired by Lea Stansal, and she did a bird, not with wool felt wings, but she did them, I don't know what it was, the fabric, but she did this dimensional sort of wing, and that's what's going to be my main feature of the bird. So I've got all of these bits. Do I have any more? And I use these felts. Some of them Mary sent me, and some of them I had in my stash because I've got a huge box of hand-dyed felted wools. So I'm going to create this crazy wing that's going to be shooting out of my bird. I don't want the same one. I've just got to figure out the composition of the wing. Maybe this colour. We just have to play around with it. Yeah. Put that one there. I think I might need... Did I have any more? I did. I knew I had one more. Oh, okay. Well, I want that one then to go in the back there. I knew it. I'll show you how I cut those wings too. You could do this shooting out of the tail. But I thought if I did it out of the tail, that would be just too much. There we go. That's it. That's going to be its wing. I might move it all. Can I do it? I wanted to slide it down a little bit. Okay. I think I need to bunch it up a bit further. It's going to be a little bit fiddly. Let's take those off. I need that to slide in there. That's it. Now it'll be very thick to stitch through, but that's okay. We will survive. That's better. And that one there. There, that's it. Okay, well, yes, that's good. That's how my wing is going to be. So I need to grab some pins. Now that's not going to be fun. I need that to go there. And I want to pin these. And what I need to do is go in and catch them all. In place. You know what? I'll take those off and start with these back ones. Let's do that. So I need to grab some thread. And I'll just use this thread. Actually, I've got, let me just see what colours I've got. Just want to see a colour for my bird. Is that one too dark? That'll be good. I'm just going to stitch down my bird. I might stitch the wings on with this as well. Oh, I was going to needle turn those. Let's do that first. I think I'm going to go with this one. Let me just see. I think I'll go with that one. Yeah, I'll keep that one for another project. Okay, so I need some of this, and I just wanted to do, I'll do a little bit of the needle turning to show you, and I'll bring you down close in a sec. And that's why I didn't want to do too much here yet, because I'm not sure. I might do just camphor stitch it, or with just one strand of this, or two strands, but I haven't decided. So with needle turning, I'm going to need to, where it goes in there and there, I won't worry about that. You'll still be able to see a bit of the white, but you need to put a little snip here, here, and here. And then you just grab your, I'll bring you down a bit closer so you can see. Okay, so you need to just tuck it under. That's all you do, is you tuck it under, and you go on the edge, as close to the edge as you can manage, and you just catch the fabric underneath and then come back up in through the edge. Now I'm going through many layers here. I'm definitely going to needle turn them all. So I think I'll do that first. Or you can just stab it and then you just come up on the edge of the white there. You can just maneuver the fabric a little bit with your needle. I just use my needle to place my fabric where I want it to go, and then just come along and continue on. So you see where you've got little, when it come into a point like that, you must snip. It takes a little bit longer than just, you know, randomly going around the edge with a raw edge, but I think I'm going to enjoy the look more with these flowers. Oh, it's bringing me back to my growth chart days. I used to needle turn everything. Now, if I wanted to, I could put little snips in there, but I don't think I'll worry about it. I'll just pull it in. See, I just get my needle and just pull it in underneath. Now, I might put a tiny snip in there because that's a bit of a deeper indentation. Yep. Oh my gosh, it's so thick. As I come down here, I need to put a snip there. I haven't done it for a while. And if you can't turn it under with your fingers, you just get your needle and push it under. Now, I didn't want to be too precise, but we'll see what happens. I think that's going to be okay. I'm not going to snip in there and start going around the shape of the leaves. I didn't want it to be so, you know, be too pedantic. And I've snipped off there, so that, but that's all right. We will survive that as well. Once you're going down the straight, it's that much easier. So some of you might even have these applique pieces, because I had put them many months ago in my embroidered pack. Some of them got them. I didn't have enough for everybody, so they would have gotten something else. But they were quite big, and I've just cut it up. I've had a look how I can cut it up without, you know, and get the most out of it. Then I'm just coming back up the other side, getting tangled on my other bit. It's not attached yet, so it is a little bit fiddly to start off with, while you keep getting tangled in pins and the rest of it. I just wanted you to see this one flower I need to snip in there. Oh, I didn't snip the other one, but this one's deeper, so I've got more white there, so I'm going to snip it. And if you want to sort of tidy up your corner, you can swing your needle in there and give a little push. Just wanted to show you this one flower, and then we'll see. Then I'll have to do the other flowers, and then I can do the leaves. So maybe I'll pause it and then just show you how I'll approach the leaves. Or maybe not. And that has been needle turned on. So I need to do those as well. And then with the leaves, I haven't left a lot around them, but I'm just going to take them off for a second, and I'll just show you. I'm going to snip that a little bit, and then it'll just turn up there a little bit. I might even go a bit higher, and I can, do I want to do that? I don't know, I'll work it out. And then here I need to snip. There I can't, I don't have much there, so I'll just applique that on. There and there. So I need to show you the leaves. So what I'll do is I'll stitch on my other flowers, and then I'll come back and show you the leaves. Okay, so I've needle turned all my flowers on, and now I need to put this on. So, and one thing I should say is, you start in the center and what's behind, and then I did this one, and then I was able to maneuver this one. It goes off, so what I did was I just tucked it under and just did a little stitch over the top. Here, I'm going to start in the center and then work my way around. Now, I am thinking, so what I do, it's just the same thing, just go around like that. But I am thinking I need to decide about this, because it needs to tuck under. So I don't want that big expanse of a piece there. However, as I'm now needle turning, I can snip here, snip there, and I'm going to have, and I'll put it in the curve there, I'll put a little snip there as well. That'll help me go around there. Here, I might put a little one in there. I'm not going to go in and out all the way, but just where it's a bit more pronounced. I won't bother there. And I'm going to applique this one on as well. And the reason why I'm going to keep it all is because it's going to be needle turned, so it won't be so pronounced. So here I'm going to snip into there and into there. And maybe just there. And that's it. So I'll have to do that off camera because it's going to take a long time. So I need to do that first. I need to make sure, because this is being needle turned as well, I need to make sure it's all tucked in quite well. I'll pin that. And then that will be done, and that's pinned. Now here I'm just going to put some little stitches in here to catch the wings on. And then I'm just going to go around the edge of my bird, and then that's all. So I think I'll end the video here because that's quite a lot to take in. I'm going to end the video here, and I will be back next week and we will start working on the bird. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye.